Perfect.
STAKK Nation. Welcome back to the channel.
Champions.
Today we're going to be talking about what is really happening across the nation.
You mean what they want you to understand is happening,
Well-
or what is really happening?
Hey, that's what I'm saying. What they want you to understand is happening, or what is really going down. You see, if you've turned on CNN, MSNBC, pick your poison. You will see that they have some serious agendas that they are pushing, according to them. Serious, they call it. Some of those agendas are things like LGBTQ. Oh, there's IA in it now.
Let's not go there.
I genuinely do not know.
Hey,
I just did not know. I mean, come on, man. Yo, let me talk to these people. Let me talk to these people. I want to talk to the LGBTQ community. I think you guys have to really reconsider your approach to your demands. Okay, I get it. People come and say, oh, blah, 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 blah. Don't talk to me about it. Okay, we understand what slavery is, and we understand what it means to be suppressed, extorted, etc., etc. I'm from Africa. Okay, so please, just sit down and hear me one moment. Reconsider your approach to the way that you are demanding the things you're demanding in society. Because to be honest with you, you guys are the most feared group. Generally, you want to be fearing gangs, but really what you want is to be part of a society where you're embraced for who you are. No problem with who you are.
Yep.
But this is what I'm saying. Your approach to anything will determine how people will interact with you moving forward. Abi? If I'm scared just to ask that you guys have IA now, because I really don't even know what IA is. And if it is going to offend someone that I'm asking what IA in LGBTQIA plus means, then I'm sorry. Maybe I don't want to know what it is.
like, I don't know if you're a guy or a girl, so why is it a sin for me to mistakenly call you a E?
It's not offensive. Tell me who you are, or I don't
And
know.
I'll just call you by that.
So
It's
please,
simple.
if one of you would gently use your keyboard and tell me what LGBTQIA is, I would really appreciate it. Cool. I don't want it to come up on my Google search history. Because, man, someone might be like, oh, search history.
Hey, the government is tracking everything these days.
Anyway, that's all I had to say. Some of the other things that are being focused on: hate crime. Oh Lord,
Black versus white.
I'm sorry, I have to come back again. Let me talk about hate crime. Oh my God, man, did you pick this video? Like, dang, man, did you know?
It's hidden. It's a hidden one.
This one is slapping differently. Why do I keep moving the mic, bro? I feel like, let me stop.
Handle it with care.
I love listen because when I'm talking, okay, I feel like there are certain things that I say that it is better for me to, anyway.
It's not like you're singing and you're like jamming away.
I might be singing, man. Well, sometimes when I'm dropping these bars, man, I feel like I'm, in the zone and I'm just, tweaking it, screaming it at the top of my lung. Anyway, let's talk about hate crime. I think one thing that I've observed about hate crime in this country is that, yes, I understand that there's discrimination against black people. We want that to stop. Okay, when it comes to police brutality, violence, we want that to stop 100%.
Black and brown.
But we want that to stop all the time. We don't want it to stop only when somebody is trying to run for a democratic
Office,
seat, right? Office, right, as president. And then now you go and find any video of a black person getting stomped out, and you use that to cause divide amongst the country. Okay. You see, people's problems are serious, but we understand that to you, there's a number on every life. It's only as valuable as how much profit you will make. Fine.
It's also funny that occasionally white people get stormed out too. So
Oh, dude, white people get stumped out all the time. All the time. Go on YouTube. This is not, you don't have to. Just go on YouTube and type police shooting. White people are getting shot by the police 24/7. It's facts. I know some people don't want to hear it, but again, hop on YouTube. We don't need to argue about it. You will see the numbers. Black people are definitely getting stomped out by police. It's also going vice versa. Actually, interesting thing. I think that more white people shoot at the police than black people. That's just facts.
But
Factors.
they don't always get killed by the police though.
Yes, but it is being used for political gain, political profit, which means you really don't give a shit about the issue. So as much as people want to say we're raising awareness, and as long as we talk about it, okay, there's a point in time where when you're doing something, you have to stop and look for the results.
It's distractions, I say, because I always say follow the money.
Yes.
Keep going.
There you go. Follow the money.
Follow the money.
The next thing that we also talk about very frequently is Democrats versus Republicans. I feel like that ties in as well, right? Everybody is stuck on that. And of course, we have the TikTok ban. We recently did a video on that, which really, it's not TikTok ban. It's more like a ban on your rights.
The real story behind that is not being talked about.
Exactly. Then we have school shootings. Sensitive one. I'll leave it alone. All right. But I think we should also look at what is really, really going down in our society right now.
What really matters right now?
Let's check out this first video here.
The failure of Silicon Valley Bank on the Federal Reserve's watch very clearly calls into question whether or not some of that trust was misplaced. Make no mistake, the lion's share of the blame is on incompetent bank executives. And it's outrageous that these people took bonuses and sold stock in the days leading up to the bank's failure. We should hold these executives accountable for the fullest extent of the law and claw back those bonuses and stock sales. I'm co-sponsoring a bill to do just that.
We hear this too often. Go ahead.
I have a lot to say about this. Yeah, you can switch.
Yeah, switch on. Come on.
Yeah. If you're busy out there worrying about LGBTQ school shooting, yes, those are issues. We're not saying that they are not issues.
Right.
But imagine you and I will work every day. Some people work 2-3 jobs, and they take their money that they've earned, their value,
Right.
and they give it to the bank. This is what they are not telling you, that you're not seeing in the news on a regular, that they keep giving you all this other crazy stuff that is going on in the news, is that your entire life, your reason for waking up in the morning and going to sleep every night is being stolen away from you on the daily by the banks. The banks that you thought was the banks when you were growing up, like the piggy bank, that's not what a bank is. Your money's not even there. You've given your money away. Like hey, take my money, do whatever you want to do with it, and give me 0.001%.
But if I open my bank account, I still see the numbers there.
Lies.
It's not my money. Can I don't just go withdraw all of it at once?
They've taken that 1,000 of your money and loaned out $100,000 instead. So the money doesn't even exist.
What a system.
Yeah.
What a system.
That's what really matters. I think this is what America should be talking about right now, because isn't that what we all live for?
No, but I think football season is coming up. Is it? When is football season start?
It's basketball season
Or
and
is it
baseball
basketball
season
season?
right now.
Yeah. We can talk about it after basketball season.
All right.
Yeah.
But as I laid out in a letter to you, Vice Chair Barr, that, by the way, was signed by 11 other senators spanning the ideological spectrum, it's gravely concerning that retail participants, literally just regular everyday people, were able to figure out that something was wrong with Silicon Valley Bank before your regulators took appropriate action. Now, these folks don't have access to non-public information like the bank examiners do. But when people on Reddit and Twitter can spot bank mismanagement before the regulators, something is terribly wrong. The failure of Silicon Valley Bank on the...
That it's another big issue. We have put the wolf in charge of the sheep and the chickens out there. Literally, this is something else Americans should be talking about and should be on the streets about right now. That our regulators are busy protecting the banks, or the fact that our regulators are ex-bankers and they just basically, it's a turning door, it's just like a revolving door, and that they're not making regulations for us. We actually are trying to figure it out ourselves, and as we figured it out, they block us out of the game.
Yes. We all saw it. Okay.
But the media is not talking about that. They're just saying, oh, SBV bank failed, everything is fine, stay calm. Whereas all the banks don't have your money. Your money is not at the bank, it's just a number.
Yeah. Retail investors figured it out when the 2008 housing crash was coming. Maybe not on the magnitude that it is now. Retail investors called it out when the feds decided to start printing a ton of money. As a matter of fact, retail investors really were calling and had better options for navigating the lockdown situation than, I would say, not just the banks, but a lot of people in leadership, right, in government as well. We also saw that retail investors figured out the Robin Hood situation,
Mm-hmm.
and we saw how that went. And very much like you said, then they start to cheat. And then they try to blame these things on the retail investors, the state of the economy. But the reason why...
Can you even imagine they blamed millennials for inflation?
Exactly, right? They blame all of these things on retail investors. But the reason why society trusts these big institutions, whether it's Goldman Sachs and so on and so forth, is because we are of the assumption that you guys are the best at what you do. You must be the best at what you do to be operating in this level. At least this is how we have organized these things in society, right? So if you go into the doctor's office, you expect that the doctor knows how to diagnose whatever is wrong with you. That is why you're there. You go to the bank to deal with them because you expect that the bankers know more about finance than you do. MIT, whatever, I'm forgetting the name of these places.
Harvard, Yale.
Right? You expect that those prestigious institutions are releasing into society upstanding individuals who are out here to help the rest of us and contribute to society. As we are finding out, it is not the case.
Nope.
And it is being proven even further as we see that the general public can hop on the internet today and learn more about the financial sector and understand and make better decisions than bankers.
The yield curve. Come on. We're even learning that now.
Shame on all of you. Here are some other serious things that are going on outside of everything that you see on CNN. Genevieve Roch-Decter. If you're worth your salt, if your Twitter handle is worth salt, you should be following this lady. Very incredible information she drops all the time. And so she says the FDIC is going to make every other bank pay for Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank failures. It almost seems to me that it's almost the appropriate thing to say there might be that the taxpayers are going to pay because of every other bank is not going to eat that cost either. Right?
They never do.
They will pass it on to the...
Jeez, and Dave Ramsey was saying, stay calm. Yeah. This is not going to affect you. No,
please, man. David Ramsey is... That guy is... Come on, man.
And by the way, this didn't come out on the news. The federal government rescued 3-4 banks, right? Do you know how much money they printed out? 300 billion or so to rescue the banks and to say, by the way, there is no longer 250 million FDIC insured. They said they want to cover everything.
I was not surprised when it was not on the news because... Nuclear plane crashed in the middle of America and they ignored it.
That's literally what happened.
In fact, it has faded now. There's still people suffering from that.
The market just popped up.
The FDIC to propose special bank fee rule. Special bank fee rule. These people just woke up one day and was like, fuck it, man. There's not enough bank fees.
Come on, man. Don't get us banned on YouTube. Fiat snap. It, man. Dang, man. Fiat is the new word.
My bad. Oh, jeez, man. YouTube. Do you think we'll ever get monetized on YouTube?
Yeah, we gotta slow down on those F words.
I don't think so, bro, because I just think that you're just gonna listen, look at the strikes that we have against us. We're talking about Bitcoin. That is being suppressed. War Black. We know that it's tough in that area.
Just keep pushing. Never give up.
Oh, we're gonna keep pushing, all right? Because I know that greatness is coming to us one way or another.
Yes, sir.
So I'm not worried about it. But let me stop cursing on YouTube. Yeah. Because, we like to keep the channel. So, yeah, I do actually enjoy this. If we get the channel banned, then what are we going to do? Strategize, man. You got to think ahead of time, people.
Unlike the banks.
Anyway, they want to propose new bank fee. Okay, this is one of the things that are going on, which is absolutely asinine.
I really do think that these things should be on top of the news.
Yeah.
Because this affects every single one of us.
Every one of us.
Every single one of us.
Every one of us. Speaking of things that affect us, we just had a video speak about this bill S686. Straight up violation of our rights. Absolute draconian shit. Draconian stuff going down. Listen, bro, we have always been free on our channel, bro. Now we have to try to reel it in this stuff. Okay, give me some while. It will take a while for me to reel in this cursing. Okay, but at the same time, look, this is a straight violation of our freedoms here, and something that everyone should read about, because this is beyond banning TikTok. Okay, yeah, there is banning TikTok, and then there is this,
So
and this is
I go back and say that you want to talk about Democrats versus Republicans, blah blah blah. Your freedoms, your freedom of the ability to store your own value through Bitcoin, which they're trying to ban through this bill as well. The freedom to be able to use any applications that you want to communicate with anybody around the world. They're introducing bills to ban it.
And the crazy thing is they're trying to do that one without passing it through the House.
Oh yeah, they're gonna create a new.
They're just trying to jump and just create a new department and then just.
It's like they've not spent enough money. We're already indebted as a country, so you go create another agency.
I'll put it this way: if Trump is running next time, and let's say, I don't know, pick the shiniest person that you know on the Democrat side, right? If they're running and they're backing this thing, I'm voting for. Listen, come on, man. These people are mad. Are you kidding me? Other serious things. U.S. Federal Reserve. Real-time payments systems coming in July. So CBDCs.
Fed now.
CBDC.
People keep thinking CBDCs is like some new currency or some new face, and it's gonna change the dollar. No, it's the network, it's the infrastructure. You won't even see it.
Exactly.
CBDCs is literally coming in July. People are not talking about it.
And you'll be wondering how you became a slave. Yeah. I don't want to participate in that madness, man. Listen, if I can take the CBDCs and convert it into Bitcoin,
I wouldn't even take it.
Do your best. Because here's the thing. I'm just taking it straight into Bitcoin. What is this thing called again? Peer-to-peer. Mm-hmm. I'll leave it there. There we go. That's all I can. It's
because CBDCs is literally infinite money printing.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
There's no economics behind that. That's literally that's practically hyperinflation.
Dude,
no GDP, and you just printing money just to print money. Come on, man.
At this point, does it even matter? I think we'll pass the point of even worrying about that. It's clear. Printing is the move, and that is where we're going. Printing and oppressing everyone. It's just anyway.
Oh, that's the next topic.
U.S. Federal Reserve Bank just printed $300 billion out of thin air last week to bail out a bank.
I told you, $300 billion.